So this is what these lures end up looking like. You buy some of this chubby yarn, they call it. A few different brands. This one just like the multicolor pack. Then you cut off like an inch size. You do a snell knot. And when you do a snell knot, you end up getting this little loop that you can fasten this chubby yarn down with onto a 1/0 octopus hook from any brand really. And then you get the size 8 corkies, which is like this little floater that helps keep it buoyant in the water. And you get about, I'm actually using 12-pound of this brand, the Iser line. But if you're using like a cheaper monofilament, you probably want to use a 15. I'm gonna have my leader be 12-pound, and then my main line is gonna be 15-pound test. So these 12-pound test leader with the hook, you leave about 8 to 12 feet in length, and that's what you're sort of hooking up every time you choose a lure. And then I buy one of these things called a Tackle Buddy. There is a bigger size that's probably better to get. And then once you've finished your tie-up, you just do a double knot at the other end, and it hooks on to these little hooks here. And then you just wrap it on there, sort of lightly tuck it into the rubber, and then you have that ready to just tie on to your swivel, which you get these swivels here. This is a size 3 of this brand, Roscoe, which is the size 3 100-pound test. And then you buy 5mm beads. You don't have to buy the UV glowing ones, but get these beads. And then you have to get like 1/2 ounce or 3/4 ounce cannonball weights, which I have a few here. These are like more expensive ones. Most of the cannonball weights just have like a circular part. This has a spot where you can have the line sort of cinch in place, and it sort of keeps this in place. But I'll give you some of those cannonballs, because I'm getting like 100 pack of each of the 1/2 ounce and the 3/4 ounce. And then yeah, you just need just buy like a combo salmon pole, and I think that sort of covers it. Yeah, these hooks you usually want to get are 1/0. I bought some eagle claw ones that were way cheaper, like 48 for $5.99. They do seem a little bit like more bendable, but the guy that was sort of a pro at the shop said there's not really any difference. But the best choice is probably Gamakatsu 1/0 octopus. And they sort of like, they look like this. They do bend a little bit. Just keep the barb on until you go fishing. Most of the time you have to cinch it off, but might as well keep it on there if you don't have to. And then the end of the eye is bent, but still has like pretty much an enclosed circle. That sort of gets you started, but I'll have all this gear if we end up wanting to go. I'm buying some waders, and BJ actually has an extra pair, so we could probably get you set up if you just got a pole that would work for salmon fishing. All right, there's a little info to get you started.